What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with Heart and Hustle Houston, Season 1, Episode 1, Making It Rain. Before I start, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop, y'all. Make sure you are liking the video so I can stay in the algorithm. Also, y'all, make sure y'all go around to the Black Girls Den podcast and watch our live we did earlier. Watch the playback of her and I reviewing somebody's son. That is the Black Girls Den podcast. And also go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Like, she's done interviews with several people, y'all, and me and her have done other collabs as well. So also, I also did a live last night on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So yes, go over there if you haven't watched my live from Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is on my channel. All right. This was okay, y'all. So this was decent. I'm here for always seeing women that look like me bossing it up. I strive. Yes, I do. I strive. Okay. I wasn't gonna pick it up for personal reasons, but you know what? I'm gonna push past my personal, and we're gonna do the damn thing. All right. All right. All right. So we meet Latoria. She's a publicist for this restaurant. She is called Rain HTX. Chloe is a wedding event planner. Labrina is the owner of Escape Spa. Ro is a general manager at a bar or a club. Munir is an electrical engineer. Shout out to her, because I've never seen a black woman, never really seen a woman electrical engineer, but to see an African American woman, that's dope. Elena, she's the owner of her makeup studio. Yeah, let's just get it, because I ain't gonna lie, that last part was a lot. That was a lot for me. All right, so Latoria invites the ladies to her soft launch. She tells us that she want them to be, so the owner of Rain HTX wants Latoria to be co-owner in his restaurant, right? Elena and Josh have been married for 21 years. They've been together when she was a junior and he was a senior. She has never been with no other man. She says, but behind the scenes of their marriage is a lot going on, right? Y'all, if you ever just look at somebody, you just want to hug them. I think Elena is the one person that I just really want to hug. It seems as though, to me, it looks like they just lost their way, her and Josh. And I just felt bad for her. I felt bad. So Chloe said being married that long is boring. And I'm just like, how are you gonna say that? Why would you say that? Because, no offense, but if your person was still around, you probably wouldn't say that. And I feel like you're trying to place this fear on her, or it just felt negative. It just gave negative, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like how Chloe was questioning Elena, and she was being very intrusive about this lady's marriage, what was happening, about this woman's ring. Chloe said that Elena's husband is not that fine, but ma'am, that is not for you to judge. That is not for you to judge. Like, you have a lot to say. Like, Miss Chloe had a lot to say, and it gave a lot. Like, why are you like this? Like, I'm sure Chloe has her reasons, but you don't have to walk around with the man on your arm. You don't have to walk around with a Josh, okay? You don't, right? So Elena was like, it felt like Elena kept trying to justify her husband to everybody, or how fine he is. And I'm like, girl, you don't have to justify none of that. They don't have to like him. They're not married to him. You are. So it was just like, I think Rose said, she was like, shoot, if it was me, I'd laugh. And that's what I would have did, girl. Hey, listen, what was good for me may not be good for you, and that is okay. That is okay. You may not think he fine, but I think he is all that, and we just gonna go from there, right? So then we find out Chloe is dating someone that is the same age as her son, 17 years younger than her, girl. But you want to talk about this lady, okay, and her man? Come on. So Labrina said, everybody was like, oh, that's fine, and this and that. Labrina was like, girl, why y'all lying to Chloe? She was like, dating somebody younger is not what it is. His brain ain't fully developed. Like, it's giving cougar and cub. Like, I was here for Labrina, okay? Labrina said that dude is just giving her basically one thing, because it feels like mentally he cannot stimulate your mind. I mean, he's stimulating your mind, but it's not mentally, okay? Anyway, Chloe said to Labrina she's tough. But ma'am, wasn't you just going in on Elena? So what's good for the goose is always good for the gander. All right? Munir, I think I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, y'all really forgive me. She said that she wasn't mad at Chloe. She was like, I love this for you. She didn't say that, but basically she was saying she loved this for Chloe, and that Chloe is living her best life and she is here for it. But is she though? But whatever, you like what you like. So Elena said in her confessional, like, she's talking about me, but you over here dating a baby. Like, what can you do with this little boy? Like, I get it, but it's some things that she over there doing with that kid, okay? So, Ro, I guess, is trying to cape for, what's her name, for Chloe. And she just talking in circles. And at this point, Ro, girl, no friend. Like, no, okay? So, Labrina, so they're looking for their drink. The drinks are taking long. I guess the food is taking long. The service isn't as up to par. Okay. So Labria tells Latoria that, listen, if you're in a business, especially if you look like this, it needs to meet the standard. So I think Latoria was kind of taken aback, a little bit offended, but I think Labria was coming from a good place. And so Latoria said, listen, there are a lot of things I don't have right now at the moment for service to be where it needs to be. She said, but Labria then says, well, listen, even if you don't have everything you need, it still needs to run with excellency. That's all. I've never been there. I've never heard of it. But you know what? I think whenever I get back in Houston, because I was there 2 months ago, so whenever I get back to Houston, I think I may take a trip and go there. Just to get the ambiance of it. You probably have to, and now because it's on TV, you probably have to make a reservation and all of that. I'm gonna go look it up and see how much the food is and what's the price and all of that. Cause listen, I'm not gonna be paying all this money for no food. Okay? Now, Latoria friend, I hope your prices are a little cheap, okay? Because your girl ain't banking like that. I am not bankrolling like that. But that's all right. We're going to try it and see, okay? So the next day, or a couple of days after, I don't know, Latoria invited Elena over to her house just for some one-on-one time, a temperature check, just to see how she's doing, right? They talk about Chloe being very opinionated, and Elena said Chloe couldn't pull the caliber of man she pulled. Okay? Like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. And I think Elena was really frustrated with Chloe, because she's been knowing Chloe for a long time. Like, why would you even say that in front of these group of ladies? Like, I don't know. It's giving something. Something is there. You're just kind of rude. She was rude. Okay? So Latoria asked Elena if she's okay. Elena said that her and Josh been in business for like 10 years. She separated her brand from his so they can focus on them. So at this time, Elena and Josh are sleeping in separate rooms. They have not slept together in 2 months. So we don't know because it's almost like Elena's a little bit skating around it just a little bit. But we haven't really got to the nitty gritty of what's tea in their marriage, and I'm pretty sure in this therapy session they'll be talking about it. But I'm glad we get that real life, authentic. Like, this was really authentic TV, if you ask me. This lady poured out her entire marriage, and it just felt like she was just exhausted talking about it, because every scene she was in, she was just talking about it. Latoria tell her, listen, y'all can be in the same room, but just get a little bunk bed, child. Not a bunk bed. Labrina and Will, which is her husband, they're having couples night. They have a beautiful home, baby. It's sit on acres. They have animals. When I tell you that house is tea, that house is tea. Did y'all see my room in that corner all the way back there? That was my room. Okay, yeah. They don't know that yet. But you know, when I go down there, I'm going to go over there and be in their house, in their room, all the way back there upstairs in that corner where nobody can disturb me. I'm just playing. So Will was a cornerback in the NFL. It looks like, she didn't say what team, but from the top of the jersey he had on the picture, it looked like he played for the Bengals. I don't know my teams yet. All I know is I'm a girl from New Orleans who's a Saints fan, but I live in Dallas, but I'm a Saints fan. Let's get that straight. I have never, nor will I ever be a Cowboys fan. Thank you. All right? It's black and gold over here. Anyway, Munera, I keep messing up her name, y'all. Her and Norman, her husband is Norman. They've been married. No, she's been an electric engineer for 20 years. I missed how long her and Norman been married. She decided to be she quit her job as a electrical engineer and decided to be a full-time content creator. Baby, when I tell you those kids look like you just pulled them little kids right out of a magazine, her family pictures. Beautiful. Like, that's all I got. Hands down. Beautiful. All right. It's just giving just black beauty. All right. Black beauty. Anyway, Josh and Elena. I do think that those two are a beautiful couple. I just think, I don't know, it's something about them that gives me, we just lost our way. I don't know. She said a lady told her as a piece of advice, and when she's arguing with her husband, get naked and see if y'all argue. I mean, hey, if I had a body like Elena, I don't think I would walk around with clothes on. But y'all know what? That's not something I need to be telling y'all. I'm just saying. Anyway, what's a tantric massage? Anybody let me know? Drop it in the comments. I'm gonna go look that up. I forgot to ask chat GTP or GPT. I think I need one of them. So if y'all know one in Dallas, drop it in the comments. So over at Chloe's, Chloe has 3 kids. She has her oldest son, who is the same age as her boo. She also have two girls, and I think they're twins, and her and her husband were married for 7 years. Well, they've been married. They got married on their 7th year anniversary of them being together. 2 months later, he had a massive heart attack and died right after they got, like 2 months after they got married. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, because I thought I heard Chloe say how she have like trauma and stuff. Chloe is dealing with trauma. I don't know what type of trauma, but I hope we can kind of delve into that to see, like, is that the reason why she dated a younger man? Because, what happened to her her husband, or she's not willing to be in a relationship because her husband passing away so suddenly just kind of took a lot out of her. Like, it's just so much to delve into when we talk about Chloe, and even all of the other women's, right? All of the other women. So Latoria invited Chloe and Ro over to her house. Apparently, Ro tried to put in a 2-week notice at her job where she's the general manager with her best friend is the owner of a restaurant / bar. And at this point, he rescinded her 2-week notice. He was like, listen, I don't have time for this. So Rose says she doesn't feel valued or appreciated when it comes to working as a GM at the job. So hopefully he'll figure some stuff out so they can kind of be on the same page so she can feel valued and appreciated, right? So Chloe said she dated a scam in Nigeria. Who child? And at this point, those ladies want to be in a relationship with a man. All right, they want a man. So Elena goes over to Labrina's house. She says she's comfortable with talking with Labrina because Labrina is her friend. She spoke highly of Labrina early on in the episode, and that she also says that she's tired of suffering in silence. And I did notice that Elena wants to show up as perfect, but as she's realizing life ain't always as perfect as it is, and you have to let the chips fall where they may. And I think that's what she's doing now. So Labrina, she says she's tired of suffering in silence. Again, as I stated, it seemed like her and Josh are growing apart. Her mom told her not to look like what she's going through. That's not the best advice. And she also said that she put her mask on and act like things are okay when really they're not okay. She told Elena that she haven't slept with Josh in 2 months, and she find it necessary to separate when two people are not aligned. They're not separated per se, but they are sleeping in separate bedrooms. And she feels like until they can get aligned, then they'll get there. But I appreciate her for being totally transparent, especially on a TV show. Labria says she could have left her husband 10 million times. He cheated on her a lot. But she said the man she has today is everything to her. She says she has nothing to hide. And I get that, Labria. I also get that, you're transparent, and I appreciate that. But I'm telling y'all this. Having someone that is cheating on you over and over and over breaks you down. If you stay, that doesn't make you strong. If you stay, I'm not even going to say it makes you stupid. But staying doesn't make you strong. Staying doesn't make you the person. It is just easier for them to constantly cheat on you. It is easier for them to do whatever they want to do to disrespect you in any way. It is very disrespectful for a man to constantly cheat on his wife or partner, spouse, whatever. It's disrespectful. And if the roles were reversed, I don't think this man would have stayed if she would have cheated. I can't say why she would have stayed, why she should have stayed, but I'm pretty sure she had people probably telling her, oh, he got that NFL this and that. And, even though Labria has her own money, her own, is her own, maybe her own boss in her own way. I don't, but still, let's talk about it. Because when you feel like something is off, your intuition tells you. Right? Sorry, y'all. Your intuition lets you know something is wrong. Not only that, when the person is away, the trust chips away every day, every time they do it. There's this chunk of trust that chips away, right? Not only does the trust chip away, but your nervous system is all out of whack and all out of balance. You're not sleeping. You're checking your phone. You are, your anxiety is up. And I think now, personally for me, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. Sorry, y'all, but what works for me may not work for the next person. But it does a lot. Like you're out of balance, you're out of whack, you're not always operating in your right mind. And that's like the emotional pull. But then you don't know if they're out there not protecting themselves. So we're talking about the other part. Like they can possibly bring something home to you. Where is the respect? Where is the love? Where is the I mean, I can't sit here and say I commend, because I don't. If it was me and if it was my friend, and my friend was going through all of that at that time, now he could be different. But people, I don't know about people changing, but abruptly stopping, I don't know. I don't know, but it was just like, I'm not judging. I'm not judging y'all. I'm not usually, y'all. I think y'all know me pretty much. I say what I need to say. But at this point, I think it was for me, it's different. Watching this. Um, but I get what she was saying to Elena. But at the same time, I just would not say to my friend, well, hey, this happened to me, in order for them to stay in their marriage. I feel like if someone is hurting you in a way that's not conducive for you, and you're not growing in that marriage, but you're constantly hurting in one way or another, whether it's a cheatation, whether it's physical, whether it's verbal, whatever it is, if your person is hurting your feelings in a way that's not conducive for you, I would never suggest anybody to stay in something that, as Elena stated, when you're not aligned. I just felt bad in that moment, even though he may be different now. Will may be a different person now. In that moment, my heart was hurting for Labria. I don't know this woman, and I don't know Elena, but my heart hurts for them. Even Chloe, which is probably why she presents the way she does. But I wish Chloe would have had more compassion and less, not really vitriol, but less less judgment for Elena. Like, I don't get it. I didn't like that. I like how these ladies kind of, they come together. I like how these ladies, um, you know, or they are there for one another. I like their friendship. It seemed like they all been friends for a while. Some more than others. Some know others are just a little bit better than others. Y'all get it. Elena said Josh cheated on her during their engagement, but she still decided to marry. So she made a comment about that. She was like, who decides to marry a man even though she found out he cheated? Labria tells her it's okay to have struggles. It is okay to have struggles, but it is not okay to go through struggle love. And I believe that. And honestly, y'all, I may not ever, ever. And I'm not putting this on myself, but hey, there may not be somebody. I mean, I don't know. And at this point right now, in where I'm at right now in life, it is okay that I don't have anybody. It is quite all right. But I'd rather be happy than to be in a space with somebody that I'm suppressing myself, because it seemed like these two women have somehow suppressed themselves. They have shrunk themselves. It's a lot. It's a lot, and they've reduced themselves because they're staying in places that's not conducive for their mind, body, and soul. I don't know. I just wish the best for them. I know that this review seemed very dramatic. Okay. I didn't mean to be dramatic. I actually just kind of like this show is a little lighthearted. It's lighthearted, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It is, yeah. But you know, we gonna get into it. This first episode was pretty good. Kind of grabbed me in. So I will bring this back next week. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this on a Sunday or a Monday. But probably sometime on a Sunday. I'll probably do these episodes on a Sunday. All right. Yeah, so anyway, if you have not, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel on your way out. Okay? All right.